It's so crazy how I feel shameful about talking about, you know, committing suicide and depression, but I don't feel shameful about posting me eating cornstarch for millions of people to see. That is crazy. So I attempted saying that word, just not just feel sad, like I can't. Okay, I mean, stop being over dramatic. I'm not okay. I attempted to commit suicide 2 weeks ago. It's been a lot for me. I've been going through a lot. I feel like now I'm getting sad. I want to get sad, but I'm going through a lot. And the only way I wouldn't have ended up in a mental health hospital is if I decided to see a therapist. My doctor wanted to call the mental health hospital to pick me up, but I refused to give her my DC address. She was going to figure it out anyways, but I told her, you know, don't call, just give me a therapist. And obviously, you know, the stereotype about being in a mental health hospital and, you know, like what I guess the internet promotes it to look like kind of made me, you know, like, I don't want to do that. That's not me. I don't want to kill myself, but I'm just not there. The person, I put out an act of being always happy, being always well put together, being always, you know, like have everything solved or have like my life together. In reality, I don't. I've been unhappy for a long time. I'm also cooking. I haven't cooked in a long time. Yeah, I've been unhappy for a very long time, and it all stems from like a lot of different things. And I feel like I had my last straw 2 weeks ago when I just couldn't anymore. Ooh, talking about this now and like just realizing it's gonna be going to the public is scaring me. Okay, I got this. Okay, I could do this. I could do this. Maybe not. I don't know about that. I might have spoken a little bit too soon. It's so crazy how I feel shameful about talking about, you know, committing suicide and depression, but I don't feel shameful about posting me eating cornstarch for millions of people to see. That is crazy. And crazy how the world we live in today. And I know you guys saw a video that I posted on my TikTok. That was supposed to be for my own friends only, and I guess I forgot to click, you know, friends only, or something happened along the lines, but it posted publicly. And if you know me, and I've already spoke about this before, but I don't have my notifications on for social media. I put it off because, you know, after reading a lot of negative comments, I promise you it's like the best thing to do. So I got a text from someone saying, hey, I saw your video, I hope you're getting better, yada yada yada. That made my skin crawl. That made me feel even more shameful that people know that I'm going through depression, that people know that I attempted to commit suicide. Like, and every single person that reached out to me, I want to say thank you so much to reaching out to me. I think I don't respond because it feels shameful, that I feel ashamed about it, and I shouldn't feel ashamed about it. But then again, I feel ashamed about it because I know how the public is going to take it. I'm going to be looked at as the pick-me girl, you know, like, who cries on the internet, you know, stuff like that. And I just like went into a ball and just wanted to just crawl away and just not talk to anyone for the time being. It took a long time for me to make this video because of shame again. But when I posted the video and it went public, it just made me just feel even more shameful. Depression took a big toll on me. big toll on me. My heart is pounding now. Oh my gosh. It took a big toll on me. I couldn't even do the basic things that an average person who has working legs and working arms can do. I couldn't do that, y'all. I stayed in my bed. I isolated myself from everyone else. It went from me only getting up to eat to me only getting up to use the bathroom. And I would ask myself every day, how hard is it to get up to do the simplest things ever? How hard is it to get up and just take my medication, my ADHD medication? How hard is it to just do the basic, simple things that God provided for me? How hard is that, Angel? And I battle with myself all the time about that. Really talking about this is just a lot. It's really a lot for me. It's just, you know, you're on a different type of depression when you can't even do the things that make you happy anymore. I couldn't even go to class anymore. Y'all, I deleted Outlook because I didn't delete Outlook, sorry. I stopped going on Outlook. I turned my notifications off for Outlook, which is where I receive my student emails, because literally, like, I get so scared to see how much I've missed, how much classes I've missed. It's just so much that I think that just happened to me, and I never really dealt with it. I'm the type of person where I don't deal with things in the moment. I just brush it off and just let it go and say, okay, you know, we move, whatever. Yeah, and I kid you not, when I called my friend crying when, you know, I attempted to suicide, I didn't call her crying because, you know, I attempted to suicide. I called her crying because it didn't work. I didn't take enough. That's why I called her crying. I didn't call her crying because I'm happy to be alive. I called her crying because I was like, wow, I should have taken more pills. I should have taken more sleeping pills. That's why I called her crying. And that just says a lot. Not to get into too much details, but like, I don't even know where to start. I'm like thinking, where do I start? Where do I stop? Where do I start? Where do I stop? Like, you know, I used to be a very happy person. I used to look for, I used to have so much to look for, you know. I used to just be so happy. I used to have a routine. I used to go to the gym a lot. I love reading. I love books. I love school. I'm a person that I don't like school. I like education. I do love my school. I love my major. I love to be passionate. I love to be determined. And I can't do the simplest things that make me smile, that make me happy. Really, you know, showed a lot. Over the pandemic, something happened to me. I was drugged. I never spoke about it to anyone. This is my first time telling, you know, the world this. This is my first time. If you're my family and you're watching it, this is your first time even knowing this. I was drugged. I can't really talk too much about it because I had to sign an NDA. Oh my gosh, me saying that out loud, I don't know, but like, I'm scared and also ashamed, because how did I let myself get drugged? You know, it's just, I couldn't talk about it. I didn't do what I hold myself up to. I didn't hold myself up to these bad values where I didn't take shit for any man. I didn't take shit from anybody. I I'm a go-getter. I was determined. And what did I do the moment I figured out I was drugged? I didn't do any of those things. I didn't use my platform to talk about how I was drugged. I didn't use my platform to talk about how someone's trying to silence me because of who they are, how big they are. I felt like a failure. I felt like, you know, what is the point for living? I couldn't go home to talk to my own family about what I just went through the 24 hours ago. Just imagine that you can't tell anyone anything. Even though as much as you try, you can't because you're scared. There's so much fear. It's the evil world we live in, bitch. And then the first time I attempted to suicide is I was like driving on the highway because I just couldn't take it anymore. And before that, I lost a lot of weight. Mind you, I couldn't tell anyone what I was going through. I probably could, but I didn't. And I lost a lot of weight. Mind you, my mom never speaks about my weight. She doesn't speak about any of her kids' weight. And one day at dinner, my mom's like, Angie, you lost a lot of weight. What happened? I told her that. I was like, what are you talking about? You know, like, that's not true. I didn't see it, you know. And I was like, whatever. And then I think later that same week, my sister's like, are you okay? Like, you lost a lot of weight. And I'm just like, oh, I'm fine, I'm good. You know, in reality, I'm not. And then I had my doctor's appointment. I go to her, she's like, wow, Angel, you lost a lot of weight. Like, everyone and their mom keeps talking about my fucking weight. And I didn't tell her the truth. I told her that COVID happened. I gained a lot of weight during COVID and I wanted to lose the weight. And I guess I went too hard in the gym. So that's how I like lost too much weight, but I'm gonna regain it back. That's what I told her. But no, it wasn't because of that. I didn't even go to the gym. I don't think I've been in the gym since like 2020, January 1st, 2020. That was the last time I went to the gym, for real. Yeah. So not even being able to tell anyone what I was going through at that time, and I didn't want to see a therapist because I'm the type of person where I felt like I didn't need a therapist, that I'm my own therapist. You know, I believe that other people should get therapists, but I don't believe that I need a therapist because I'm my own therapist. Grade up, life comes trickling down. And then there's this lady that starts to cyberbully me, make false accusations about me, you know, literally cyberbullies me, harass me. And it's like I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. If I speak up about it, I'm damned because she's still gonna say what she wants to say. I'm damned if I don't speak up about it, you know. And I didn't. Like, y'all, I was bullied and harassed every day. I woke up, I didn't even know I had anxiety like that until this whole thing was happening in December. I'm being bullied, I'm being cyberbullied. I've never been cyberbullied a day in my life before. I've been bullied, but never cyberbullied to this craziness, you know. I've been bullied, but that was like when I first came to America. Everyone called me an African booty scratcher, you know. But this was different. This was someone that's twice my age bullying me. Never met me before, didn't even know who I am, you know. And that takes a toll on you, you know. I can't even, I don't even feel comfortable showing the school I go to. I had to lock my LinkedIn account because I was so nervous of this person, you know, what they're gonna do, because you just never know what they're gonna do. And once again, I had the ability to speak about it. This is someone that's verified on Instagram. You know, I had the ability to speak about how I was being treated by this person that tries to make themselves look like they're perfect and peach, and you know, like they're just great godly person on social media. In reality, they're evil. You know, who does that to someone? Who goes and cyberbullies someone morning, day, and night, every day consecutively? Tries to torture them consecutive, like, and they're okay, and they own up to it, and they don't care. They're like, okay, and who does that? I didn't speak up about it. I'm being silenced again. Were you silenced or silenced? I was silenced. Okay. So yeah, and that took a toll on me. It's just like that just adds on, you know, it adds on. And I think the pandemic really, you know, made me, like, I became really unhappy. Like during the pandemic, I really realized I was just unhappy, and I tried my best to seem happy, to like be lively. Y'all, I didn't leave my room. Like, I remember there'd be days where my mom would knock on my door and say, Angie, can I come in? I would say, no, I'm okay. In reality, I'm not. I'm crying my eyes out morning, day, and night. I'll be right back. I'm a cry and a crier. I want to get through this. I really want to get through this. I feel like I have a lot to live for, but at any moment, anything would be my 14th reason. I kid you not. Anything would be my 14th reason. But I have a lot to live for, and I want to live for so much. But it is so hard when you already feel like a failure. You already feel like you're like there's so much shame. You already feel like, you know, there's like nothing else for you to live for. If I can't get up out of bed to brush my teeth, take a shower, do the smallest thing. It's, y'all, my bathroom is 2 steps away from me, from my room. Just to tell you that. If I can't do the basic things, then like, what is there for me to do? I'm not happy. I wasn't happy. I was never happy. I can't talk about my situations, you know. It's like, what is there to live for? I'm not who I am, who I want to be, who I thought I would be 10 years ago, who I thought I would be 5 years ago. Yeah, but you know, every day's take it a day at a time. Take it a day at a time. I don't know what that was. But yeah, like, it's just really hard. And this is my first time being back in my apartment. I said that because I just haven't been in my apartment, because it brings me back to the place that I literally attempted to commit suicide, literally here. And I'm back in my place out of kind of like I was forced to come back. A situation happened. I'm not even gonna go into details about that, but yeah, I just want to say, for those people out there that's going through something similar, depression, you know, extreme depression, you know, and I'm talking to a therapist for the first time ever in my entire life. Sometimes I don't want to talk to her because I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk about how fucked up my life is and how fucked up I am. Like, I don't want to talk about that, but I have to, you know. It's like it's another step I need to take to get better. And I want this to be a space where people can feel comfortable talking about what they're going through. Not everything is peaches and cream, you know. And I don't know where this is going. I don't know where this is going at all. I hope this video helps someone out. I hope this video helps someone share their story. And I know I didn't go into too much details. But yeah, you know, when I eat cornstarch, like, I think it's like, you know, I'm like a depressing like mechanism. Eating cornstarch was kind of like a way for me to get through my depression, or make me feel whole again in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but it made me feel whole again. It's something I would grab onto, that I know that I can depend on during my sadness.